Hello, this is Kristen. Welcome to Thrifty Thursday. I have some books I wanted to share. I haven't been able to make it to any thrift stores in quite a while, but the other day I did go to a library book sale and to the used books superstore, which is it's a huge store with a great selection of used books, and they do have a couple of bins of vintage books, so I always check there, and I also find some books in other sections of the store. But anyway, it's a great resource, and I'm really happy that it's not too far away from me. So I'm going to go through some of the books that I got, and I found some really good older ones, plus some that are not terribly old but have nice pages for junk journals. So I did get a few little golden books, and these are the two that were most interesting. These are very old song books, little golden book song books. There's Nursery Songs, which has, a bunch of songs that you would sing to little children. It has wonderful illustrations. And these will be really fun to use in my books as I'm going along. I have not seen these before. I think, from what I can tell, these were published in the 40s. This one says 1942. And they're the same illustrator. It's Corinne Malvern. This one is from 1947, and it's similar, different songs and illustrations, but both of them are really fabulous. I thought the covers are not in great shape, but the pages are perfectly fine. This one is not too bad. This one is very creased, so it looks like it's been bent over that way. So it's not, I probably wouldn't make anything with this cover, but this one possibly, because this one seems to be in pretty good shape. All right, and then I found these two, which are not that old. They're certainly not 1940s, but what's nice about them is that they don't have barcodes on them. So they are, what did I think these are from the 70s. Yeah, this one looks like 1976. There it is. And I have a number of this Rudolph book. These are pretty ubiquitous. You can find them in lots of different places, but it's harder to find them in the older versions that don't have barcodes. And so anyway, I really like that one. And then also this one, which was also from, this was 79. And this is the same kind of thing where you can find this one in lots of places, but it usually has a barcode on the back. So I got those. This was another one that I really like. This is San Francisco. And this one was falling apart, so I was really happy to pick it up. I won't have any problems with pulling it apart, but I did like the illustrations in here. And I'm not sure how I will use these in a junk journal, whether they'll all go in one journal, or two or three like I did with those other children's books, or if they'll just get separated and used here and there. But I like these style of illustration and the colors, so I'm happy to have this one. All right, this one is just doing the work for me. pulling it apart. Okay, and then I did find some that are definitely not very old, but I just really like the illustrations, and I found that for pulling things apart, I mean, I can certainly do hardcover books, and I will probably continue to do that, but I'm not going to look for them so much as the paperbacks, because the soft covers, I can use this piece of paper in a journal. It's you know, it can be folded and used, so I like being able to use up everything in the book if I can. And a lot of times with the hard covers, they're too big to make into a journal, and then I feel guilty and I don't know exactly what I want to do with them. But I like the colors and the illustrations in here. I thought these would be fun, and of course this format allows you to fold over a page like that, which is kind of nice. So this would be a good one to do as a 2 or 3 books. And actually, the way I'm not sure, I don't have my measuring thing here, but this is pretty close to the width of a traveler's notebook insert. I don't think the height is quite the same, but what I've noticed is you can go a little bit shorter on an insert and it will work fine in a traveler's notebook. It's really the width that you have to pay attention to. So this is a similar one for the size. It's the same size, and I love the snowy day. I've always loved the illustrations. This is an older copy, but I'm not quite sure how long ago it was printed. I don't think it actually tells you the printing date, but it definitely, the cover has faded quite a bit, and the pages just feel older. Oh, and this one is falling apart too, so I won't feel bad about pulling that apart. This is so cute. And I've never bought the Ox Cart Man, but I really like the illustrations in here, so I've been thinking I should get a copy of it, and I found this one. These are actually really easy to find, at least at the used book superstore and other thrift stores. You can find lots of copies of it, but mainly I got it because I really like these illustrations, and this size cover would work nicely folded that way. So if you haven't seen this one, it's, you know, rural country lifestyle, these little village illustrations are really nice. So anyway, love this one, and I'm glad I finally got a copy of it to use. There's a spinning wheel, that's nice. I like all the pictures of old-fashioned times. So that's a good one. And then I really liked the illustrations in here too. This is not old. This was, I think this is 2006 maybe. Oh, I don't know where I saw that. Let's see. Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe I don't have a date. Oh no, it's on the back here. This is 2006, but look at how cute these illustrations are. This little fox, and looks like a combination of watercolor and something, maybe watercolor crayons. Anyway, I love it, and it's definitely got an autumn vibe to it, and I can't wait to use these pages somehow. It's very, very cute, but it will be really good in autumn journals. And then I found this. This is very old. I can read about dogs and puppies, and it's got this single color illustrations of lots of different kinds of dogs, different breeds of dogs, and they're great, just sketchy dog images. So I thought this one was definitely worth getting. And then I found this, which, oh, I love this. The large format golden picture books can be really, really good for all kinds of different subjects. This one, of course, is science. And so it includes all kinds of things from animals to weather. And I did mention before, oh, there's plants. I mentioned before that I'm starting to save ephemera for a rain journal. And this is one reason why I got it. It's got this whole thing about rain, snow and ice. There's colors, light and shadow. There's the earth and how rocks were made. There's just all kinds of different stuff. And of course, these illustrations are really good. So I was happy to find that one. And then this one, which is, I think, this is 1981, so it's not really all that old, but the pages have patinaed really nicely. And this one has illustrations of lots of different kinds of animals in it as well. So I really like this one. I have, look, somebody has been cutting into it. I didn't notice that until I brought it home. I am, in addition to the science kind of stuff, I have been collecting animal stuff. So someday in the future, I'll probably do some animal journals. And then of course, Christmas I've been collecting for a while. And this Tommy DePaula story, or illustrations for the night before Christmas, I've always loved this book. And this one is old enough, and of course it's a soft cover, so I don't feel bad about taking it apart. It's getting pretty old. The spine is getting kind of weird. It's actually it's starting to split right there, so I don't feel bad about taking this one apart either, but these illustrations for Christmas are really nice. So let's see how I end up using this one. I like that he included New England quilts in his illustrations. That was, and it says right here, he set the poem in the 1840s using his own home in a small New Hampshire village as a model. His borders are based on designs from New England quilts, many of which he owns. And so that's another thing that I really like about his illustrations is the quilt imagery in here. So that's a good one. And actually, look at that. That'll make nice pages too. So definitely use the whole entire book. This one I've seen lots of times. This is a coloring book. And this one has quite a bit of staining. You can see here. That doesn't bother me. It's actually less of a problem on the inside of the book. But look at these illustrations. Aren't they great? I love black and white illustration anyway. And I don't, for me, I wouldn't probably color these in, but putting them in a junk journal would be really good. And whoever gets the journal might want to color them in, and that would be great too. So this is a good one. And then this one I debated, partly because it's actually in really good shape. The spine is very tight. It's not, there's some discoloration, but it's actually in really good condition. So I am not sure if I'll cut it apart. Maybe I'll just hold on to it for a while before I cut it apart. I don't know. But I thought these illustrations are so sweet. This is Santa Mouse, and they're really adorable. And the other nice thing is the way the page is divided here. So you could do, folding the pages like that, and you would keep some of the story. So I don't know exactly what I'll do with this one yet, but I might put it in some Christmas journals, simply because it's really cute. So that is my Thrifty Thursday haul from the past week, and I don't know when I will get out to the superstore again. I usually go there every 2 to 3 months, partly because it's just too tempting, and if I lived in that town and drove past it every day, I would probably stop in at least once a week. So it's probably a good idea that I'm not that close. But this is the season of book sales, of library book sales, and the Concord book sale is coming up in June, and that one is incredible. I went to it last year, and it's huge. It was outside. I'm assuming they only hold it outside because there's so many tables of books. I don't know where they would put it if it was raining or something. But I do plan to go to that one. There's another town that I know had their book sale while I was gone on my trip, so I was really sad that I missed that one. But there's all sorts of libraries around here that'll be having book sales, so maybe I'll get to go to more than one. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about for this video, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.